Hey, what's up everyone? Sam here. So it's estimated that over 99% of all species to have ever existed are now extinct. This equals to well over 5 billion different types of species. Extinction is a natural process. It's completely normal for animals that don't adapt to die out. However, out of those 5 billion plus species, there's quite a handful you'll be happy that don't exist anymore. So in this list, I'll be showing you 5 animals you're now glad are extinct. Number 5. Pulmonoscorpius. The Pulmonoscorpius was essentially very similar to today's scorpions. However, there was a big difference. If you don't like scorpions, you'll really hate these giant versions. They grew up to 3 feet long, and the stinger on their tail was up to a meter. With such size and such a deadly weapon, realistically, humans wouldn't stand a chance. Luckily for us, these giant scorpions became extinct around 330 million years ago. Number 4. Andrewsarchus. Around 48 million years ago, this large, scary-looking carnivorous mammal roamed our planet. While at first glance you may think it's related to the modern-day wolf or cat, in fact its actual descendants are more close to goats and sheep. They were about 6 feet high and 12 feet long, making them roughly the same size as a Volkswagen Beetle. Not gigantic, but that size would still make them the largest meat-eating land mammal to have ever existed. Plus, they preyed on anything smaller than itself, making humans the perfect prey. Number 3. Meganoura. Around 300 million years ago, the world was a very different place. A place with so many dangerously large and scary creatures, we humans would have never stood a chance. But even if we managed to create a safe place on land, things such as giant dragonflies still existed. Dragonflies today are big enough, but these ones had a 2-foot wingspan, making them one of the largest flying insects to have ever existed. While their diet mainly consisted of other insects and small amphibians, you still wouldn't want this giant dragonfly going anywhere near you. Number 2. Titanoboa. The Titanoboa is the largest snake to have ever existed. If you don't like snakes, then you'd probably pass out in fear if you saw one of these in real life. Thankfully, they died out about 60 million years ago, but their descendants, although smaller, are still enough to kill people. The Titanoboa measured up to 40 feet long and weighed over a ton. They were such good predators, even large crocodiles became their prey. So a human, even with a weapon, probably wouldn't stand much of a chance. And outrunning the Titanoboa wouldn't be an option. Number 1. Arthropleura. Around 300 million years ago, this giant millipede would have been crawling around, the largest of which would have been the size of a small car. Now, I don't know about you, but any insect the size of a small car would be enough to make anyone scared. Despite them being mostly herbivores, so humans wouldn't have been their prey, just imagine going to sleep and having one of these things crawling over you. In fact, they were so big for what they were, researchers say they wouldn't have had many, if any, predators. They got so big because the conditions at the time were perfect for their survival, and because of the lack of predators. However, millions of years later, the climate on Earth started drying out, and these giant millipedes became extinct. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, feed your mind.